I'm Asia and this is Elle, and we're the co-founders of Move Union. And today we're going to talk about what not to say in your classes, in your Pilates classes.
We have quite a long list.
And honestly, sometimes you think of these and you hear them and you go, well, obviously I'm not going to say that. That's obvious. It's actually not. There's actually times when I've said these things and I've gone, why have I done that?
And I think we all have, so you'll notice when you start teaching is that you have default habits, things that come out of your mouth that you don't even know you're doing until you record yourself. So this is my top tip, right? If you want to, first of all, identify what you are actually saying, just film yourself teaching a class.
It'll be tough. It's tough to watch, but it's one of your best learning experiences. Even if you can try to listen and do your own class with your own cues, that can also be an incredible epiphany. The first thing, though, that I want to talk about is, we want to try, this is what we teach in the training, stay away from words like easy and hard. So if this is too easy, if you want harder, or, anything that,
if you're a beginner,
anything that kind of gives it the tone of, this is the easy one and that's the cool one.
Because, or this is you're not quite good enough yet and this is you're amazing. Like, we don't want to be talking about that in terms of empowering people for where they're at.
Because what it creates is ego, right? So then someone who maybe shouldn't be taking the next option or the next progression is going to go, oh, well, I'm doing the easy one. Like, well, I'm going to do the other one so that I'm cool. When really, no, you were doing great. And that's exactly where you are. And that's fine. So we want them, it should be invitational. If you want more of a challenge, if you want more. And then that way,
if this feels good to you, if you feel stable, if you feel like, I think that's how and I don't like to talk about levels like beginners do this, and then if you're intermediate, do this.
No one wants to be labeled a beginner, really.
No one does. So it would be, I call them options. So when I'm teaching, I'll just say, this is the move, and then your next option is this, and there's nothing attached to an option. It's just a choice.
Just a choice. Yeah.
Right.
Another thing that I hear instructors say a lot is like, maybe they pick an exercise that these days doesn't feel very good on a lot of bodies, or isn't, it's not everyone's favorite. It's not feet and straps. So say something like stomach massage on the reformer. People say everyone hates this exercise. Like, well, why would you say that?
You just put it in your class.
Yeah, you just put it in your class, and you're leading out with the gate with, by the way, you're probably going to hate this. Everyone's going, why have you chose it then? So either,
I think positive language, right?
Positive language.
And even if what you're doing is challenging, and even if what you're doing is going to feel maybe a little awkward or whatever it is, I think staying positive in how you're presenting it. And that doesn't mean like pretending that everyone's having the time of their life, but just being encouraging.
Yes. Yeah. Like, oh, if you see them really struggling, not, oh, it's terrible, isn't it? It's, you guys are doing so great. This is a strong one, really kind of bigging them up instead of going, everyone hates this. I don't blame you.
Although we may feel it on the inside.
Yeah, totally. Another thing would be
how you address the group. This is something that we've had to put into our training. So, I mean, listen, I'm going to be really honest. I've been teaching since the 90s, and things were a little bit different in the 90s.
Yes.
And and so what I noticed that I used to address the room as guys. Hey guys, we're going to do this. Next, guys, we're going to do that. And I was like, no, we need to be inclusive with our language and make sure that everyone really feels welcomed in our classes. So just coming up with some alternative ways to address the group. So everyone, yeah.
Team, Wednesday, 6 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. I love that.
Like that,
I love that.
And it also is just a bit informal, isn't it, guys? Yeah. I tried to, because I do this, I still have to check myself on this. And I tried saying other things like folks, and I was like, laugh. Like, it just wasn't me. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, no. So you kind of have to experiment. And it is a habit. It's a habit.
And you may find the studio that you're working for actually has some specific guidance on how they want you to address their class. So I've been to some great studios where they call them the day of the week, and I love to take that as well. Come on Tuesday, we're going to do this,
or call them their names,
or call them their actual names, right?
I know it's wild, but And this brings me to my next point, which this is especially prevalent in new instructors, or maybe if you're just a bit nervous, maybe there's someone in the room that's
is it the lovelies?
It's a case of the lovelies,
I
or
knew
the case of the beautiful. So, this is we have a little joke kind of in the teacher training where we say, "Ooh, you've got a case of the lovelies," which is when there's a gap, when you have nothing to say and the room is quiet, and they feel like they need to have a filler word. They go, "Lovely." Lovely.
Beautiful.
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 Lovely. Beautiful. Listen, it's not bad to say that. It's great, but it becomes disingenuous. It becomes inauthentic if you say lovely four times. Whatever it is. If you're saying it too often, it just almost becomes it's almost like a bit of a tick.
It's a punctuation, really, rather than actually carrying weight. And so when we are praising our students or encouraging our students, we want them to really believe it. Yeah. So like, Asia, you are doing so well in that because I can see ABC is much better than just a generic.
Nice work, Elle.
Lovely.
Spine looks great. It's something that's just a bit more authentic to what you see. So whenever you feel like you're going to do that, or things like count, or if you're counting too much, then it's almost like, okay, we can count.
Yeah. And I think sometimes there's a power in silence. So sometimes the thing you don't want to say is anything.
Yeah, let them just listen to their own breath and thoughts.
You don't
have to okay.
You don't have to fill the gaps in the class. And sometimes it's really nice to give your cues. And we teach this inside of our trainings. There's a very specific formula that we give our students so that they don't end up talking through the whole class. But you give your cues, you let them try the movement and let them just sit with it. If you've got music in the background, let them be with the movement. They don't need to be listening to us yapping away for the entire class.
If you're yapping the whole time as well, I challenge you that you're just cueing to cue. You're just cueing to fill the space, right? So, you cue them through the movements, you sit back and look. That's going to create silence, right? When they start moving, you go back and look, but it's not silent in my head. I'm looking around going, oh, okay, shoulders back, lift your ribs, da-da-da. And those are, I'll do this. It's more, it's just more authentic. So a case of the lovelies, a case of the beautifuls. If they look beautiful, great, you can say it, but just don't count on it. Don't have it become a earworm,
I think that's enough from our list of what not to say in
class.
We've
got more, but
we do have more, but we'll save
that. For part 2.